Drones once were only used for warfare. Now the unmanned vehicles are becoming more of a common sight when it comes to marketing and advertising. In fact, drones are being used to sell homes and property right here in our own backyard. Joining me to talk more about that is realtor Allison Sewell-Echeverry, which happens to be from, you want to tell us the name of your company?
We are Carnan Properties.
Okay, let's talk about what you're using these for. We look at this, and if you just glance for a second, you might think toy, but when you look more, you can tell that this is some high-end equipment, so to speak.
So what we do is we like to launch our drones at our properties or homes and launch them straight up into the air. Not only are you able to see the property with a bird's eye view, but you're also able to see the surrounding areas, which is very important in real estate.
When we take a look at the video and see what it can do, it gives you a great look at it, because even if you're on the ground, sometimes you can't really get a feel of what it looks like. Does it really make people just feel, I guess, more like they know what they're buying?
Yes, and the reason why I purchased this drone is because I recently have some listings over in Washington, Texas, which is the birthplace of Texas, where the independence was signed. And what I wanted to do is show where this property was in proximity to Washington Brazos State Park, and also wanted to show where the private horse trails were that are attached to the individual parcels I'm selling. So this way, potential buyers could see the parcels that they're interested in buying, the private acreage to ride their horses on, and how close it was to the state park. And you can't do that with a regular camera.
No, not even close. And the thing that about this is can you post this online so that perhaps somebody who's looking out of state can see it so that they don't have to come all the way here?
Absolutely. And that is one thing. Everyone that is looking for property or homes starts their search on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
And if you have more than just to show them, more than video, more than virtual tours, more than still shots, and you can show them a drone video to where they can actually see what is surrounding them, they're more likely to come see your property.
That really makes sense, and I can't believe the views that we're getting from that drone and the property there. It's just so nearby. It's really gorgeous.
Yes.
I want to talk about the FAA. We've been talking about how they are starting to take a look at these and decide how they're going to use them for personal and commercial use. What are the rules that you've been given, if any?
Well, this is private land, so I don't believe that there are any guidelines, but you may want to do some research before you just go droning anything.
Right. Well, and I'm sure that it's at quite a bit of expense, too. Do you mind saying about how much one of these costs?
Altogether, it was about $1,500 to $1,700.
Okay. And yeah, and the one that we saw outside earlier, which was about the size of this table, was about $40,000. So they definitely range. But
yes,
you can definitely get quite a bit. Now, how long are you able to keep it up in the air before, I guess, batteries are in this?
So far, I've done 15-minute shoots, and that's been plenty, but I've never tested it to see
We don't want to take it
what
that
would
far,
happen
right?
if it were to run out of battery.
Now that you've seen how successful it can be, do you see more realtors doing this in the future?
They should.
Yeah.
And if they're unable to purchase their own drone, I'm sure you can just Google and maybe have someone come out and shoot it for you. But I think it is the next step in real estate advertising.
Well, it is incredibly interesting to see, and we appreciate your time this morning. Allison Sewell-Echeverry, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Hey, Jose, cool stuff, and it's right here in our studio.
Yes, it really is, but again, I can't fly it.